everybody, and welcome to the place. You've done it. You found it in the giant, endless sea of cool podcasts. You finally found the one that kicks the cool to the curb, and it's a great place to be. I am your teeniest little brother, Wopsle.
I'm your biggest big sister, Shishi.
And I am the biggest little brother, Tone.
That's right. And we are here to give you the reviews you didn't know you needed here at Kick the Cool. Hey, guys, right off the bat, can I hit you with this?
Hit me.
Uh-oh.
I think that we're not growing exponentially in our review numbers because we say we're a review podcast, and in an entire hour, we only do 3 reviews, kind of 4 reviews. And I'm afraid our reviews per minute are not really what people are expecting. Are you guys feeling this? Are you guys getting
increasing our review numbers?
You feel like our numbers aren't high enough.
I think we got to get those numbers up. I think we got rookie numbers thus far, and we got to bump those numbers up.
Okay.
So,
all right, yeah.
Sure.
So here's what I want to do. I don't want to change the rest of our show, but I thought if we could just like knock out a bunch of reviews right here off the bat,
I think that's
then it would just help our average. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true. We need a better average. Yeah,
yes,
our RBI.
Yes. Our reviews,
our runs batted in.
Our reviews batted in. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. So now Tony one time had a segment where he said, "Hey, let's do these rapid fire," and me and she both said, "Okay," and then we totally ignored that. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Ignore the rapid fire. Yes.
Yeah, we're each going to review this with just either yes, no, or meh. Okay, that's all you get to review. Don't overthink it.
That's very restricting.
Just
don't overthink it. Do you know me? Do you know me at all?
Yeah. Do you even know your sister?
If I don't overthink it, how do I know what I think?
You're going to have to go back, listen back, and you'll find out what you thought.
That's going to be interesting.
So this is rapid review intro. Get our numbers up. I'm going to read it. You guys respond, and then I'll respond too, and then I'll go into the next one. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Easy peasy. Reviewing these things to help the listeners the most.
I like it that we're trying to help people so much that you couldn't even ask us if we're ready. You just told us you're ready.
You are ready.
You're ready. Okay.
We don't have time to ask. Here we go. Rapid reviews. Mowing the lawn.
Yes.
Yep.
No. Red vines.
No.
Yes. My favorite. Dog poop, parentheses, after it's hard.
No.
No.
Yes. It's better than when it's not. Your favorite food.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Yes, of course. Everybody loves their own favorite food. Rubik's Cubes.
Yes.
Oh, no. Now, the thing about Rubik's Cube is... Oh, wait. What am I doing? Oh, wait.
Yes, no,
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Okay. I'll say a meh. They're hard. Okay. Whispering.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes.
No,
Sorry.
we are so different on these. Reading a good book.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, finally 3 yeses. Booking a good read.
Yes.
I don't know.
No. I don't like booking things. Booking anything in my book is a no.
Okay.
Agreed. No.
Okay. I'll say meh. Saxophone reads.
Yes.
No, definitely not.
Well, I say yes too. The saxophone player says no.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Heckling.
Gosh, we need to talk about these. We need to talk about these.
Heckling.
No.
Heckling. Hey, you're not funny. Ha ha ha.
No, don't do it. Review it.
Review it.
Don't do it. Review it. That's our motto.
Get cool.
Do you realize you're kind of stepping on our other rapid fire segments' toes a little bit?
Well, this is just a yes, no, or meh Just
This is
better
actually
numbers.
rapid fire. The other one, we never got there.
Okay.
We're
What was the
enforcing
question?
it.
And this one's strictly business. This is just about the numbers. We got a letter from corporate. They said we got to get the numbers up.
Oh, corporate.
Yeah.
Always making
Oh,
problems.
corporate again.
Okay.
They hate me. I am definitely
You're a
corporate's
loose
least
cannon.
favorite.
You're a loose
I'm
cannon, Bubs.
All those stuffed shirts in HR. They're like, that dude, he wears his pants a little too loose.
Am I going to have to write you up about your pants again, Tone?
You're not in HR.
Oh, I should be.
You should be, though.
Okay. I think out of the three of us, you are in HR. I think when it comes down to it.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay, we're coming home. Televisions.
Yes.
Yes, they're great. Gossip.
No.
Yes.
Oh, see? I think I say yes, too, but I feel bad about it.
That's why. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
A really good, long Frisbee throw.
No.
Yes. I never thought about it, but yes.
I say yes. I love it. Okay, and this is a listener submission from Brian. Bad haircuts.
No.
Yes.
I say yes, too. I love a bad haircut.
No.
And then the last one on here, bird.
Bird, not birds.
Oh, I love it.
Bird.
It's not a bird. It's not the bird. It's not birds. It's just bird.
Yes.
Bird.
I gotta go. Yes.
I'm going yes, too. We got to end on three yeses. That is great.
We did
Excellent
How
work,
many did we knock
everyone.
out there? I'm writing
That
it
it. Yeah.
down.
How many did we just knock out?
That was
I'm
16
preparing
right
a
there.
report. 16.
So,
All right.
16.
I'm putting that in
Yeah.
my report.
Yeah,
Our
thank you.
RBIs right now are through the roof.
Right. We just did
You
a
realize-
month's worth.
You
in
realize
one-
what we have to do now is we have to increase that every month. What have you done? What have you done?
They are going to expect that now. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Wopsle.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's next guy's problem, though. We don't got to worry about that. That's like future guy's problem.
You are
Right?
future guy.
you.
Future me, but current me doesn't care about it. And future me can't do anything to get back at current me. So,
Oh, that's true.
that's right.
I like that idea.
So there we go.
I hate it.
Okay, well, now people got what they want, but maybe a few people are going to stick around to hear a little bit more about, the actual reviews, where we're really going to like dive in and figure out what's important about these review topics today. So, Shishi,
All
you're up
right.
first this week. What have you brought for us to review?
Go, She.
I'm going to review sweaters.
Sweaters.
Okay.
Sweaters.
What a great timing. Great timing.
I
Mhm.
know. Tone, what do you think about sweaters? I would just expect that you don't like them because you kind of run hot.
Yes, exactly. I love sweaters back when I was like a normal size person before I became very large. I loved sweaters because they're so comfy and they just make you feel like you're walking around in a blanket.
Yes.
Like that cozy feeling of when you're in your bed and it's cold outside, but you're wrapped up in a nice big thick blanket. That's what you feel like when you're walking around with a sweater on a cold day.
Mhm.
And so I love them. Now the problem is when I got larger, two things happen. A sweater, I think a lot of times makes you look even larger than you are.
Well, it depends on the kind of sweater, I guess.
Yeah, most of the time it adds a little bulk. Yeah.
It adds some bulk.
Yeah.
That, and then the fact, like you said, that I always run hot. So in theory, sweaters, A+. In practice, not for me.
Oh, well, Wopsle,
Are we still doing rapid fire?
Sweaters. Yes. No. Yes.
Theoretically, I love a sweater. I love the look of a sweater. I will often see somebody out in public in a sweater and just be like, they look awesome. They look comfy.
Yeah.
They look warm. They look stylish. But yeah, I can't do sweaters. I get too hot, and sweater,
Yeah.
like a jacket you can wear as a layer and take off the jacket here and there.
Mhm.
Like if you're in the office in a sweater, like for 1 hour and then you take it off, I feel like people are like, whoa, buddy, this is a professional workplace.
Yeah.
You can't just
Yeah.
take off your sweater.
Well, that is where the cardigan comes in.
Mhm.
So I've become this weird sweater
Oh.
lady whenever it starts to get a little bit chilly, I have a sweater in every color, a cardigan, but it's not actually a cardigan. Like I just have those librarian sweaters. Just they're kind of long, they cover the butt. So, they're just they're cozy, they're big, they're long sleeves. They're just to hang on my body and keep me warm and cover up my outfit. So why don't I just wear a sweater like a pullover? Because they're hot. This is Oklahoma, people. Okay.
The weather changes constantly.
Yes. At this time of year, it's freezing in the morning and it's boiling in the afternoon. You've got to be able to take off your sweater. Plus, my building doesn't have good climate control.
Whenever it's cold outside, it's going to be 78 degrees inside of my office because of the way the thermostat works. And so even if I could be comfortable elsewhere, I know my office is going to be miserable.
Yeah. I wonder if in other places they set, like we're unreasonable here, I guess, because in the summertime, we want our buildings to be 68 degrees. And in the wintertime, we want them to be 78 degrees.
Right.
So because we don't like the extremes of the outside weather, we're countering them. So I wonder if in other places where it's cold a lot and they're kind of used to it, they're like, everybody's wearing a sweater. So we need to turn down the thermostat a little bit in the winter. And whereas we're like, turn it up as high as you can go, please, because we got people walking around in shorts still. Tony.
Right. Yeah, I wonder if there are so many. Yeah, that's me. I'm holding up my hand. I wonder if there are a lot of places that have, today was a 30-degree swing. This morning it was in the mid 40s and it ended up in the mid 70s. So I wonder how many places have from morning to evening a 30-degree swing every day, which we do a lot. I mean, it's guaranteed a 20-degree swing, which maybe that's normal. But a lot of times it's a 30-degree swing. And I think that that's pretty big when you think about it.
I have some friends in California, or not California, Colorado, that have been complaining about that stuff too at this time of year. This kind of their normal thing is that but they're in the mountains, I guess. So maybe it's expected in the mountains and we're just an anomaly.
And I will say this too, like, you guys don't do this as much as I do, but I always forget things and I just don't make connections. One connection I have not made is the fact that it's called a sweater. It's got the word sweat prominently displayed right there in the name.
Yeah.
Right.
They call them jumpers in England. I kind of wonder why they call them jumpers. Like, you don't want to jump, you'll get hot.
Yeah, they put it right there in the name. It's not like they did a bait and switch. They said, this is what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever worn a homemade sweater?
Whoa.
I don't think so.
No, I'm assuming you have.
I have not myself worn a homemade sweater, but I did knit a sweater for one of my kids, and it was a summer sweater. So it had, which is, an oxymoron, I guess. But it had spaghetti straps and it had plenty of ventilation, and she wore it some.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
So you made a sweater?
Right, come on now.
Straps?
Yes. It's called
shaped
I-cord.
like a bandana.
Yeah.
But it's a sweater.
I knitted a bandana to go with it and some wrist sweater. I don't know.
Is a pot holder.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But I call it a sweater.
There's ways to knit spaghetti straps. Yeah. So, and I don't knit anymore.
But that's not. You are missing the point, and you know that, right?
It was cute. It was made of cotton. That's light, breathable, nice, had plenty of ventilation, had spaghetti. It was very cute. Okay,
well, then I'm currently wearing a sweater.
Are you?
Me too.
It's a t-shirt.
It came
from Target.
It's a t-sweater.
It is not knit. It is just cotton and polyester, and it's just a t-shirt.
I bet if you look at the weave, it might, it depends. Is it stretchy or is it not stretchy? If it's stretchy, it's probably knitted. Even if it's tiny, tiny threads, it's probably knitted if it's stretchy.
I don't own a shirt that's not stretchy.
I'm going to have to school you guys on the different kinds of fabric. Is that going to have to be a whole different podcast?
Maybe. This is fascinating.
I think you sound crazy right now, She. You sound like a crazy person.
Okay, let's move on to my last.
I can't tell if Sherry's being intentionally obtuse or if
Something's going on. I'm telling you. I'm
Something's up.
with you. Something's going on.
Something's up.
I guess I'm missing a joke. If there's a joke, I've missed it. So, shall we move on and just let everyone
Sure.
else laugh?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what you think about ugly sweaters, because that's going to be coming up pretty soon. Like, Cliff Huxtable wore a lot of ugly sweaters, but you wouldn't see someone wearing one of those for Christmas. Instead, Christmas ugly sweaters are actually kind of beautiful in their gaudiness, I think.
Sometimes they're not, right? Like there are some Christmas sweaters that are just gaudy, I think. I've never worn one, so maybe I'm wrong.
I think that my only problem with the ugly sweaters is usually those are also the hottest type of sweater.
That's true.
Like they're usually kind of big and bulky and there's lots going on them. And it's like, if I am going to do a sweater, it's going to be a cardigan or something. And there's kind of no such thing as an ugly cardigan. That is a market that needs some love.
Yeah.
Give me an ugly cardigan.
Wapsel, I think that you would look so professional if you had a cardigan and your glasses, and you would just look like a college professor if you had a cardigan. Not an ugly cardigan, just a regular cardigan.
Okay, yeah, one that like flashes and like has like a sizzling like barbecue grill on the side.
A bad dad cardigan. Bad dad cardigan.
Get yourself one of those. Yeah,
it's my new line of merch.
Bad dad cardigans.
Sweaters. Bad dad cardigans.
Bad dad sweaters.
We
Bad
come up with
t-shirts.
so many good ideas on this podcast, you guys. Somebody better be writing them down.
I know.
Yeah.
I forgot to write this one down. So
I'm just having a vision right now of a dad, wearing his bad dad t-shirt and some cargo shorts, or his his bad dad t-shirt, of course, is a cargo shirt.
Right.
And he's opening the box that he just received from eBay that has his Ghost in a Jar in it. I mean, it's all coming together.
He's decked out. Yeah.
I can't believe that neither one of you has mentioned a song about a sweater, because there is a very prominent song about a sweater in our family history. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys don't know the Weezer song.
Oh yeah,
sweater.
Yeah, we know the sweater song.
Oh,
yeah.
We know the sweater song.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I figured somebody jump right on that.
Well, here's what I was going to say. Okay, what I'm going to jump on is this. There's also a sweatshirt. Now, what's a sweatshirt?
A synonym for sweater.
It's interesting. I never thought about how many different items of clothing we have that say sweat in them, which is not appealing at all. And they need to be changed. And also, if we're going to call a shirt that looks like that a sweater or a sweatshirt, then is a shirt with spaghetti straps going to be called a cooler? We got a sweater and a cooler, or a dryer, a sweater and a dryer.
And then I'm thinking, like, whenever you put on your nice shorts for the summer, you got your walkers. Putting on my walkers. Because it's like what you're going to do in them, right? You're going to sweat in them, or you're going to walk in them.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Put on your shoes. You put on your hacky sackers.
Right. This is what I'm going to do.
Why else would you be wearing shoes?
This is a clothing and fashion podcast. We have proven that over and over again. But
we really
what
have.
if we just called all of our clothing by what we're going to do in it? That would be helpful.
Uh-huh.
Well, we do have joggers, right?
Yeah.
Those are shoes, right?
Those are pants. Joggers are pants.
They're pants.
Yeah. But you certainly wouldn't jog in them. They're like dress-up pants.
Are they? Joggers or dress-up pants?
Not dress-up, but like you would wear it to like a beach wedding. You would wear joggers too.
Oh.
How did we miss that in our pants segment?
Because we had 30 minutes of content already. We didn't need it more.
We could have done a whole show on pants.
Save it for pants.
Yeah.
All right, Tone, what do you rate sweaters?
Oh, man. Okay, sweaters. I'm going to give sweaters a 3 out of 100.
Wow.
Oh.
Because because I mean, come on. You're not fooling anybody's sweaters. Oh, I know you weren't trying, obviously. You weren't even trying to fool anyone with your name.
Well, Wapsa, what do you rate sweaters?
Tone, I'm kind of feeling the same. I'm going to rate sweaters on the nose because the name is on the nose. It's right there.
Very
it's
on
why
the
it's a
nose.
bad idea.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have 2 ratings for sweaters.
Oh,
One-
really?
Yes. Yes.
Gotta get those numbers up.
Pullover sweaters. Our RBIs are racking them up. Pullover sweaters get 98 degrees.
Right.
Cardigans get 68 degrees. Those are my 2 ratings.
Oh.
I like
What
that.
about
Okay.
spaghetti strap sweaters? You didn't rate those.
Those are just cool.
Oh, okay.
32 degrees.
Yeah. And I would like to mention one last thing I'd like to mention is that every shirt for me is a sweatshirt. Thank you.
Point
Thank you.
taken.
Yeah, that's
taken.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, Tone, that was so good. You get to go next then. What is your review for us today?
I can't think of anything to do today, guys. I usually put it off till the last minute. So I'm really worried that what I'm going to do today is like, look out, kids. It's that time.
What time?
Time for the random
Rando
review riot. A podcast segment with an overblown opening to make the segment seem better than it is. Where we take 2 randomly generated topics and pit them against each other. There can be only one winner. Only one. Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to Rando Review Riot, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
This is excellent. What a great day.
I always get so excited.
I'm trying to stay with the, with the concept of getting the RBIs up, right? So,
right.
Yeah. Perfect. Gosh. I wonder how many reviews we're going to actually end up with today.
so many. We're helping so many people.
30. Like 30.
9,000.
9,000. Okay.
All right, first question. Do you prefer to eat at home or eat out? Okay.
I eat
And
out.
maybe I should explain to everyone, if you haven't heard this segment before, we're not going to review these topics. We're just going to pick which topic out of the 2 is the better topic. Which topic is the better topic?
Okay.
Do you prefer to eat at home or eat out?
Okay.
Versus, do you have any pets?
Oh, man. Eating or pets?
I think eating, because pets, if someone doesn't have a pet, it's the worst conversation ever. They say, nope.
Yeah. But everybody eats.
I
Everybody-
hate pets. Right.
No, a pet killed my grandpa.
Get the hell away from me with that dog.
All right, we have a winner. Do you prefer to eat at home or eat out?
Yeah.
There can be only one winner. All right, next topic. What is something that makes you smile versus describe your perfect day?
Oh, okay.
Well, oh my
Oh,
gosh,
this
that's
is a
kind of the
tough
same
one.
thing.
Yeah.
I know. My perfect day makes me
Wow.
smile.
What makes me happy? I think the thing with the smiling is like, that's something that will make you smile no matter what. And the perfect day happens one time. So I go with the smiling.
That's a good.
Oh, I
point.
like that.
The
I
thing
like
that makes me smile.
And this is saying describe your perfect day. It's not saying you had it, right? It's just saying
That's
imagine.
true. Yeah. Yeah. And I like the smile is like something that can happen in a moment. And sometimes you just need that thing to show up.
Yes.
But your perfect day, first of all, describing it doesn't get you anything. And second
Right.
of all, it's a whole day with, it's too pie in the sky. I think I got to go with what makes you smile as well.
Oh, unprecedented. I'm going with smile as well. That is the first 2 topics out of the gun are both all unanimous.
Yay.
Wow. In
There
sync.
can be
We are.
only one winner.
Whoa.
All right, next topic, guys. First off, do you believe in fate?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wow. How weird. The second question is, do you believe in a higher being? Now, let me say this. Here's how this is happening. I have two websites open in front of me on my computer, and they are both on the website conversationstarters.com. And I am clicking a button that says generate another random topic. And it literally will generate the most random topics you can imagine, as proven by this segment many times.
Mhm.
And it just so happens that these are lining up this way. But yes, the questions are, do you believe in fate versus do you believe in a higher being?
That makes me believe in fate
Can I tell you what
and
this
a
sounds
Exactly.
like?
higher being.
Can I tell you what this sounds like? Fate right here.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that a higher being, as far as a topic, lends itself to more conversations sometimes. But fate is like, I feel like every good romantic comedy that I love is centered around fate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas every movie I've ever seen that involves a higher being sucks so bad. Usually, it's just
Yeah.
like poorly
yeah.
done and weirdly integrated.
Unless you count Batman as a higher being.
Or Bruce Almighty.
Or yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Bruce Almighty was pretty good.
It was pretty.
That's true.
The Santa Claus, that was pretty good. Santa's a higher
All the
being.
Santa
Ooh.
Clauses. Yes.
Santa's definitely a higher being.
Think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did I say I'm going with fate? I don't know if
You're
I said
going
that.
with fate. Okay. See, in my my thinking about this, Wapsel said something about discussing the topic. And when you talk about believing in a higher being, yes, there is a lot to talk about, but there's sometimes also a lot of fighting that can come up with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that's why it's seen in some circles as a topic you're not supposed to, it's rude to bring it up or to discuss it.
Yeah.
That's true. Fate
I
kind
gotta
of
go
has
with
fate has a unifying, like we can all talk about fate, right? Like this thing that happened, like with that
Right.
thing, or again, like
right.
so. Yeah, I think that fate is more unifying, but I still think that there's more legs on the higher power. So I'm gonna go with higher power, the better topic.
Oh, that's very interesting because I might be coming in a little bit late, but I gotta go with fate.
Wapsel, you're losing again.
You're losing again, Wapsel.
Welcome to Kick the Cool, where Wapsel's the cool one that gets kicked. Apparently,
You're too cool.
too cool for
There can be only one winner. Okay, here we go. What do you think the best invention is? What do you think the best invention is versus what did you do last weekend? Now, I think we've had that one before, or maybe it was this weekend. I think it was, what are you going to do this weekend was the last time this happened.
Oh, what was the first one again?
What do you think the best invention is versus what did you do last weekend?
Oh, I sat on my ass. So best invention all the way. I was sitting watching the best invention, the television, Netflix.
Wapsel?
I personally did have a pretty interesting weekend. We were out at this ranch and we went fishing, climbed on hay bales. I haven't done that in like so long. Petted some horses. Like it was a pretty good weekend.
Aw.
But boy, the topics about the best invention, because we say best thing since sliced bread. So I guess sliced bread is the best invention. Like, but then we also have like the wheel. The wheel seems pretty good.
The wheel was important.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Fire's not bad.
Fire was all right. I think that most people, if they try to tell me the best invention in their opinion, I will probably get angry at them. Because it's not going to be very likely it's the same as that I feel, and I will be too passionate, and I will say, no, I'm right and you're wrong. And
Well,
that
what
could
do you
get
think the
ugly.
best invention is? Like what do you like? Not the most. What is the invention that has the most impact on your life today? How about that?
Cereal?
Cereal?
I think breakfast cereal, I think, when you put it like that, yeah. I love cereal. So listen, I had a pretty good weekend, and I think I would get angered by the technology talk. So I'm going to go with what I did last weekend. And between these two topics, for me personally, weekend wins.
What did I do last weekend? Now, here's the thing. I immediately knew what my answer was going to be, and I'm sorry, Wopsle, but you're going to lose again because obviously I know what I did last weekend, and it was terrible. It was horrible. I never do anything fun on the weekend. So definitely the best invention. Are you kidding me? The wheel? The wheel. Yes, the wheel wins over, I went to a farm last weekend. Come on. The wheel.
His pictures were lovely.
They were beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I think it seemed like a really good time. But you had to get there on a wheel, right?
And while we were there, we had a gator, one of those little four-wheeled, kind of four-wheel drive things.
Yeah.
Ooh, we had 4 of those.
We were on, 4 wheels, yeah. One gator with 4 wheels.
4 of those inventions.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a winner, and it is the best invention. What do you think the best invention is? There can be only one winner. And now we come to the final one. This is for all of the marbles.
Laying it out there.
Putting it out.
Triple or nothing, so I could still make a comeback. That's why I wasn't worried about the last round, because I'm still in it.
Quadruple or nothing, you'll
Yep.
still win the game. Batting 1,000. Here we go.
Yeah.
Because we're obviously doing a baseball theme
We're
this
doing
week.
baseball.
Yeah,
Yep.
uh-huh.
I watched Moneyball, so
What
it's fine.
is the top thing on your bucket list versus what is your favorite brand?
brand of what?
Favorite
Anything,
brand.
any
I
brand.
don't really have a bucket list, and brands are very important to me.
Are they?
Brand of deodorant,
Oh,
brand of
yeah.
lotion. Yeah, I got to
Ooh,
go with
good
fragrance-free stuff, so I'm going to go with brands.
Yep.
My favorite brands.
You know what's interesting about bucket list is I'm in a group of people, and we had to write down what our bucket list is. And these are all kind of like leaders and influential people. It's kind of silly that I'm on this list of people, but there's 12 of us, and we had to write down what our bucket list was. And I'm telling you guys, 11 out of 12 of them put a destination they wanted to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like that's all the bucket list was where they wanted to go. And I was the one
Oh.
idiot that didn't have a travel location on my bucket list. I'm looking like a moron over there.
right.
I put like something cool that I want to do in the world. And so I put that I would love to give like a TEDx talk. I don't think I can give a real TED talk, but someday give like a local
yeah.
TEDx talk somewhere. And everyone looked at
That
me
would
like,
be awesome.
Cool.
I thought it'd be so cool too. But everyone else was like,
Yeah.
chilling in the beach in the Bahamas. And I'm like, I'd like to go give a TED talk. Thank you very much.
Did you push your glasses up with your forefinger?
And so I think I might have a wrong idea of what a bucket list is.
I think that those bucket lists are very self-centered of the other people's, and yours was giving back
Well,
to the community. So
Maybe
that's
so.
what I thought bucket lists were supposed to be
Like-
about, what you want to give back. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, also let's be honest though. Saying that you wanted to be a TED Talk person is not exactly all, nice. Like part of it is selfish because it has to be. I don't care what Wopsle's intentions were. Part of it has to be selfish because every person you see on that TED Talk stage is the coolest person in the world. Just because they're on the TED Talk stage.
Street cred was a big draw. A big reason. I just need, I don't do a lot in my life to get street cred. So I do need that more in my life.
So are you going with bucket list then?
So I'm going bucket list. Yeah, sorry. Bucket list for me.
What is my favorite brand? I dislike brands.
You do, yes.
I'm not a big fan of brands. Yeah, I always have.
Store brand. That's your favorite brand. Store brand.
Right. Right. Equate. Yay, equate. All right. Well, for all the marbles, here we go. Wopsle.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to make this into any statement that's all grand, but you've lost again. I gotta go with the brand.
What are you talking about?
What?
How do you switcheroo like that? I demand a recount. It's a bunch of hoopla.
I got all the marbles.
You guys have so
They're
many
my
marbles. There's so many marbles.
I guess I could give you one or
Look
two.
at all these marbles. They're everywhere. I don't like it.
I need a bag.
Well, that
man.
was Rando Review Riot, everyone, and that was There can be only one winner.
Only one.
There was only one.
one.
It was the Brands.
I was the one. I was the winner.
Oh man. Well, listen, these were all really good topics. Good topic sheet, good segment tone. And we all know that nobody makes it to the third segment anyway, to the third review.
That's right.
So this one is
That's right.
This one is just for us. I want to do what most families around the holidays really start to thinking about, and I want to dig into the topic of politics. We all love it.
Whoa.
I've got a friend named Josiah that listens every week that without a doubt just turned off our podcast. So see you later, Josiah.
See you next week, Josiah.
Stick with us next week. But yeah, so I have a direction I'm going to go with this, but she just tell me what you think about when you're thinking about politics.
Well, I'm interested in politics, and I like the way everything works. I like the way government works, and I like to learn about that stuff. But it's really hard when it's emotionally hard sometimes. I'll just leave it there. It kind of puts me in a bad mood if I see too much of the fighting. I just would rather turn it off.
Yeah, that's true. I think so. Tone, what's your initial thoughts on politics?
My initial thoughts on politics are that I can't even tell you my initial thoughts on politics without getting so far into the weeds that we have a problem on this podcast.
Well,
I can't even start.
You have no generalities.
I can't talk about it.
Okay, see you
So
next
that's
week,
going to make it
Tone.
for a rough review. Yeah, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys
But
later.
so what do you think about the overarching topic, though? I mean, not the parts of it, but so politics. You don't like politics.
I can't talk about it without saying things because, so yes, what do I think about politics? Well, one of the things that I think is it sucks because there's so much money involved in it, and money dictates the political slants now. And so where we're at now, the original theory of politics was fine. But as so many things in our Constitution, they have not aged well because the forefathers did not understand that they didn't have a crystal ball and could see the future, and they didn't know how much money was going to get involved in politics.
I think there was always money in politics. It's just it's different kind of money now.
Yeah, it is different now. And I think, Tone, you kind of hit on it good. Yeah, like politics as a concept, that's easy maybe to talk about. But I was want to talk a little bit more about like contemporary politics. And here's the take I wanted to take on it is this. Right now, here's the only thing we can all agree on. Our whole politics is just completely whacked out. Like
everybody knows that.
Off the rails. Everything's crazy. The political ads that are happening right now all over our TVs, especially here in Oklahoma, they're just some of the craziest, most terrible things ever. So here's what I was trying to think of is somewhat contemporarily, like in the last 20 years, I was trying to think of a couple of what are some really, really good things that modern politics has brought us. And I've got one locked and loaded that I'm thinking. Do you guys have any good things from politics?
Well, what I might think is good, somebody else is going to say is terrible.
Well, mine is universal. I don't think anybody could possibly disagree with mine.
All right.
I don't have anything.
Get us started. Get us started.
Okay, I'll just get you started then. Saturday Night Live's cold opens.
Oh, yeah.
Without politics.
Jim Carrey doing the fly, Biden doing the fly. Oh, my God.
Think about Tina Fey whenever she came out. And, think about how many great, epic cameos we've had on SNL because of politics. Right. And I don't care what side you're on. It really is. It might be the only good thing.
So I guess that's one thing. Stand-up comedy, comedy in general has benefited from having so many clowns to make fun of over the course of history. So
oh yeah, that's true.
Well, and I was thinking about that. We're still kind of a Jimmy Fallon family around here. We watch Jimmy Fallon a lot of nights, and I will say that's something different about politics between 4 years ago and even and 8 and 20 years ago. I thought the monologues were pretty funny that the late night people would do, but right now, it's kind of not funny anymore because it's
too true.
It's too true. Like they're not making jokes on anything. They're just telling you what happened, and it's
telling you what happened.
Yeah. So I don't know that part even is the comedy part of it, the late night monologue part of it's a little bit getting lost on me even.
I wonder if that's because of the influence of the Daily Show, where with the Daily Show, they were giving you a mixture of, they were telling you the real news. And there were a lot of people that got their daily news from the Daily Show.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And so they would tell you the daily news, and then they would also sprinkle in some really good humor. So I wonder if the success of the Daily Show has made, or is it because Colbert came in just on fire and started talking politics from the word go,
Well, and Seth
and
Meyers
made
did
that
the same thing.
made that his whole thing. And Seth Meyers, good point.
Well, I just feel like I don't think it's necessarily. I mean, definitely the Daily Show changed our late night lineups, and they're more willing to go there, maybe. But really, like Wopsle said, it's just there's too much crazy stuff going on to make fun of it. So they're
Right.
struggling to find the humor in these very real problems that we have. And, it's hard to make a joke about one thing, just a single simple thing. If you make a joke about that, you're going to have half the population really mad at you and boycott your show. I imagine that's a really hard balancing act,
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I was watching, with on mute, of course, the vice presidential debate a couple weeks ago. And I was thinking the SNL writers are watching this thing saying, what are we going to do? And they had to have been so thankful for that stupid fly because they were like, yes, there it is. That's something we can do. We're all unified that's funny. That fly just straight up landed on his head. It was there forever. I don't care who you are. That's funny stuff. Write it up, ready to go.
That might have been the funniest thing I've seen on SNL in years. Like that had me peeing my pants. It was so funny.
It was pretty good.
What's crazy is I even heard some left-wing people saying that that there was no fly, and he was shooing the fly to distract himself from having to answer the question.
There was no fly.
I thought that was rather silly. Yeah, there was no fly,
see the fly,
and he was just trying to not answer the question.
That's weird.
I saw the fly. There's so much. I had an older person in my church the other day ask me about 4chan and if I knew about QAnon and all this kind of stuff. And she was like, some of that stuff she was asking like, should it influence her political views? And I was just like, there's like everything is hacked now politically. Like everything has an agenda. You don't just have these two candidates that you're like vying for anymore. So the whole political thing to me, if SNL ever stops covering it, then it's going to be completely worthless. I think is what I feel like.
Well, right. I will say, I think that, we are in a time of change. Things are shifting and, there's always going to be, when there's a social shift going on, there's always going to be some really big pushback. And I think when it all settles out, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I think we'll get back into an equilibrium. I mean, what's the alternative? We can't live like this
Civil
forever.
War.
We can't have a civil war, so I forbid it. So we're gonna have to.
Well, she called it. So.
You heard it. Well, there it went. All you Texans. Sorry.
We probably
stay put. Just wait a while. It'll be fine.
We can't call out Texans. We have a lot of listeners down there.
Texans want to secede from the Union, so that's how this last Civil War got started.
I think that we can all, since we have like millions of listeners across the globe, they could, just listen to your big sister's advice and just take a minute. Just take a breath. Just sit still for just a second before you hit the share button. Just why don't you not do that? Just don't share any politics. Just don't do that. That's what Big Sister says.
I like that.
America's Big Sister.
Told you.
America's Big Sister coming in
right there.
Good advice.
Just take a breath.
Yeah.
And don't do it. I like that. I like that part of it.
Yeah.
Take a breath, think about it, and then don't do it.
Right. People got clicky fingers, man. They got clicky fingers. You need to put those things away. Holster your click finger, okay?
Holster your click finger. That is definitely a t-shirt waiting to happen.
And if you have to, if you just can't not share something, whatever platform you're on, go find Kick the Cool and share something. Share one of our snippets. Share one of our posts.
Yeah.
If you have to share something, do something that's doing its best to put some good into the world, which is what we
or go
are
find a
attempting
funny
to do.
meme. You know, go find yourself a funny GIF. If you're on Facebook, you got all kinds of free GIFs. Just put some, put maybe baby goats fainting or, babies dancing.
Yeah.
Share that.
Cats realizing they have 4 paws.
Yes.
Put that one on there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's wild, and I have no idea how we're going to rate this. But Shishi, you're up first with an attempt. How are you going to rate politics?
I'm going to rate politics purple because
Nice.
it's a mix of red and blue.
Yes, we need more purple.
Let's
in this
all work
country.
together and stop sharing crap. Okay.
That's great. I can support that. That's our official stance. We've staked our claim. We've said what we're about. Purple.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that, Shishi, because I'm actually trying to come out with a podcast soon that's called the Purple Truth. So it's where red and blue come together and tell the truth.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Purple Truth. I have a logo made up for it and everything.
Well, there you go.
So
we're on the same page.
I very much thought, Tone, you were going to tell us about your podcast, The Purple Nurple. Of course, is what I thought, and I was very intrigued.
That would have been way more interesting.
Okay.
Well, I'm going
that
to.
One.
I would too.
Yeah,
I would.
Oh man, we should have named this one the Purple Nurple. Can we rename our podcast?
Yeah, we're renaming
it. Yep.
Welcome to the Purple Nurple.
Tone, what is your?
It definitely it sounds like a bar, doesn't it? It would be a great name for a bar.
For a drink,
head it on down to the Purple Nurple.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, our family definitely knows what the Purple Nurple is. Is that a widely thing, or was that just our family?
Oh, good question. Great question.
I don't know.
I think it's fairly widespread, but I'm sure there are pockets that don't know. Why don't you explain it?
Well, I thought that would be better left to social media this week for the challenge for people just to share what they think a Purple Nurple is.
So why don't you hashtag Purple Nurple at Kick the Cool and tell us what you think a Purple Nurple is.
If someone hashtags purple, I'm actually going to go look for Purple Nurple hashtag right now.
Right, and I want to specify Purple Nurple is the Nurple part is spelled just like purple, but with an N instead of a P.
Right.
So it's Purple Nurple spelled the same.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so share that for sure. While we're doing that, Tone, what is your rating for politics is what we're on.
Politics.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to rate politics right down the middle. I'm going to give it 5 out of 10 imaginary flies.
The one thing we can all agree on. Purple Nurple has 16,000 posts on Instagram right now.
Oh.
Nice.
And I might not should click on it now that I think about it.
Oh!
Right.
Maybe that's just a bad hashtag. Cut that part out, Tone.
We never check hashtags or anything before we just throw it out there.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Well, I am going to rate politics with what I think is the greatest SNL politics sketch, which of course was Dana Carvey as George Bush. Wouldn't be prudent.
Oh yeah.
That was the best. The best.
Da.
Nah, da. Wouldn't be prudent. Oh, it's so good. Okay, well, I think that so many RBIs reviews batted into this episode, and so many people helped. What a great
guys.
review. I think we put in a day's work. I think we found the end of the podcast.
I think you're right.
We
Finally!
If you want to share something with us, either review ideas you have, or if you'd rather privately let us know about your Purple Nurple thoughts, you can communicate with us at hello@kick.cool. We would love to hear what you have to say about Purple Nurples.
And we also want to thank the band Bugs, Buggs, for letting us use their song reviews off of their album Self-Help. Please go like their Facebook page and buy some of their music online. Thank you, Bugs.
They have a new song coming out.
Do they?
They do.
We'll have to share that.
Yeah.
When it comes
They've
out.
been sharing a lot of Instagram posts about their purple version of that Self-Help album, their vinyl purple record. It's really cool.
Synergy with
Cool.
purpleness.
Mm-hmm.
What's that album called?
Self-Help.
Oh.
It came out in 2017.
I meant the purple version.
Oh, it's called Self-Help. It's the same name.
Wopsle, it just has a different cover.
It just has a different color of vinyl.
Oh.
The record itself is purple. That's all. That's the only difference.
Oh, that's cool. I remember when we had an Elvis Presley album and it was gold because it was a
I
gold
remember
record.
that.
Remember that?
How
was pretty
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, do those
Okay,
gold records
anyway.
on the walls of like record executives, do those records play?
They do.
Yes.
Do they?
I believe so.
You don't know that.
They actually do.
I think
Yep.
they're real records.
Yeah, they are.
You guys are very confident, and your confidence is throwing me.
Well, you asked. If you knew, why did you ask?
Because now I don't trust you.
We would never lie to you, Wopsle.
It is my understanding that we are telling the truth.
Well, that's really cool.
I believe what I'm saying.
I never would have thought. Okay, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I just want to invite everybody to follow us on social media. We have a lot of people on Facebook that follow us. I feel like I'm kind of shouting in the wind on Twitter. Y'all come and follow us on Twitter. It's all original content. I'm just sharing the funny stuff. No politics on there. And so, just at Kick the Cool, wherever you want to
Yes.
follow us.
We need you on Twitter. We need your support.
Mm-hmm. I'm having fun over there. Y'all can come and have fun with me if you want.
We need your retweets over there.
Retweets. Word of mouth is the single biggest grower of a podcast, and we need word of mouth. So recommend us to your friends. Share us. If you haven't used your Twitter account in like 5 years, go ahead and dust it off just so you can share our Twitter feed on Twitter.
Yes.
How many times can I say Twitter?
Right. Our Twitter SEO is going to be through the roof. Okay, well, that is going to do it for us this week. I'm Wop.
I'm Shishi.
And I'm Tone.
We'll see you next time on Kick the Cool. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Aloof, but not totally aloof.
Okay, cool.